Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel. So in this video I am going to discuss some more important bits related to the chapter quadratic equations. So in the previous video I have discussed the previously asked questions so related to this chapter. So if you haven't gone through that video, please go through it. Right. So let us see the question number 1. So one of the roots of the quadratic equation 6x square minus x minus 2 is equal to 0. Right. So if you want to find one of the roots, either you can go by option verification method, so if it is possible, so you can make it. Otherwise you can go with the formula method. So what is formula method? It is nothing but, so x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Right. So when I substitute the value, so this becomes minus of minus 1 plus or minus square root of minus 1 whole square minus 4 into 6 into minus 2 divided by 2 into 6. So when I substitute, simplify, so this becomes minus of minus 1 is plus 1 plus or minus square root of b square is 1 square. So minus into minus will become plus, 6 4s are 24, 24 2s are 48 divided by 6 2s are 12. So 1 plus 48 is 49, right? So square root of 49 is 7. So 1 plus or minus 7 by 12. So this gives me either 8 by 12 or 1 minus 7 is minus 6 by 12. So which gives me, so in 4 table, so 2 by 3, or so in 6 table minus 1 by 2. In the options we don't have minus 1 by 2, so the answer would be 2 by 3, and the other root is minus 1 by 2, and the other root is minus 1 by 2. Next, if the sum of the squares of two consecutive odd numbers is 74, then the smaller number is. So whenever you talk about consecutive odd numbers, so consecutive odd numbers means their difference will be always 2. For suppose he is asking you to find out the smaller number, right? Let us consider the smaller number as x, then the larger number would be x plus 2. Now what is it? If sum of, so sum of means plus squares of the 2, so squares of the 2 means this becomes x plus 2, so x square, and this becomes x plus 2 whole square. So this is equal to 74. Now from this, how can I write it as x square plus, so this can be written as x square plus 4x plus 4 is equal to 74. This I can write as 2x square plus 4x is equal to 70. Now in 2 table, if I cancel it out, x square plus 2x minus 35 is equal to 0. So it can be 7 or 5. Now let us see, so what is the value, right? So when I substitute 5, so what I am going to get, so 5 square is 25 plus 2 5s are 10 minus 35. So this is equal to 0. Hence the answer is D, which is nothing but 5. Okay, so we can directly verify here also. So 5 square is 25 and 5 plus 2 whole square is 7 square, which is nothing but 49. So 9 plus 5 14, so 4 plus 3 74. So likewise also we can verify it here itself. Okay, so there are two possibilities to do this problem. Either you do by finding out the quadratic equation, or by writing this form, verify the options. Right. Next, moving on to question number 3. So the roots of the equation 4x square plus 4 root 3x plus 3 is equal to 0 are. So it's asking you to find out the roots, then directly go with the formula. So minus b. So since all are positives, so as usual you are going to write, so minus b plus or minus square root of b square, which is nothing but 4 root 3 whole square minus 4 into a is 4, c is 3 divided by 2a. So 2a means 2 into 4. This I can write it as minus 4 root 3 plus or minus square root of 4 root 3 whole square. So 16 3s, it is nothing but 48 minus 4 4 16, 16 3 is 48 by 2a. So 2 4s are 8. Now since this is 0, so you can directly write it as minus 4 root 3 by 8. In 4 table this cancels 2 times, so answer is minus root 3 by 2 comma minus root 3 by 2. Hence my answer is minus root 3 by 2. Next, the sum of a number and its reciprocal is 5 by 7. Sum of a number and its reciprocal means if you consider the number as x, then its reciprocal would be 1 by x. So these two sum is 50 by 7. So how can I write 50 by 7 as? So 50 by 7 in mixed fraction I can write as 7 plus 1 by 7. 7 plus 1 by 7. So if I consider x as 7, then 1 by x will be 1 by 7. Or you can interchange the position. So from this what I can say, either you can take x is equal to 7 or x is equal to 1 by 7, because it follows commutative property under addition, right? So x plus 1 by x is nothing but equal to 1 by x plus x. So based on that we are going to get the values of x as 7 and 1 by 7. In the options he has given only 1 by 7, hence we will be considering 1 by 7 as the answer, right? Next, moving on to question number 5. The roots of the equation 3x square minus 2 root 6x plus 2 is equal to 0 are, right? So here you can directly go with the option verification, so that is better, because here two roots are asked. So from that how can we check is, so check sum of roots and product of roots. So what is sum of roots here? So sum of roots is nothing but minus of, so it is nothing but minus of minus 2 root 6 by 3, so which is given by 2 into, so root 6 I can write as root 2 into root 3 by 3 can be written as root 3 into root 3. So root 3 gets cancelled, so I can write as 2 root 2 by 3. Next, product of roots. So product of roots is directly 2 by 3. Now from the options simply check. So option 1, if we take sum of roots, it is, so from option 1 the sum of roots is becoming 0. In option 2 also, because they are having same values but opposite in magnitude, so that's why sum of roots will decide the answer. Now next, coming to option C. So if you observe option C, so sum of roots is nothing but 2 root 2 by 3 and product of roots is 2 by 3, hence option C will be my answer. Next, moving on to question number 6. X square minus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. So from this, how can I write it as x square minus 2x plus 1 means it is nothing but x minus 1 whole square is equal to 0. So from this, how can I write it as x minus 1 is equal to 0? From this, x is equal to 1. So when I substitute x is equal to 1, so this becomes 1 plus 1. So 1 plus 1 is nothing but 2, right? So that is one approach. Otherwise you can go like this. So transpose this minus 2x to right hand side, then I can write as x square plus 1 is equal to 2x. Now divide whole equation with x, then what I am going to have, x square by x plus 1 by x is equal to 2x by x. 2x by x. Now what I am going to have, x plus 1 by x is equal to 2. So likewise also we can prove it. Okay, so either you can consider like this or like this, both will give you the same answer, right? Next, the roots of the quadratic equation are, so if you want to decide the nature of roots, simply you can go with the discriminant, so delta value. So delta is equal to b square minus 4ac, which can be written as minus 2 whole square minus 4 into root 3 into minus root 3. So minus 2 whole square is 4 minus root 3 into root 3. Root 3 into root 3 is 3. So here minus into minus will become plus. Next, 4 into 3, 12. Since it is greater than 0, then you can say real and distinct. Next, one of the solutions of 2x square minus 5x minus 3 is equal to 0. So it's asking one of the solutions. So either you go with the option verification or you can directly check with the by finding the roots. Okay, so I am going with finding out the roots. So x is equal to, here already minus is there, so it becomes plus 5 plus or minus square root of, so minus 5 whole square minus 4 into 2 into minus 3 divided by 2 into 2. So on simplification, so this can be written as 5 plus or minus square root of minus 5 whole square is 25. So already you are having minus into minus plus, 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24 by 2 2s are 4. So already in the brackets it becomes 49. So square root of 49 is 7. So 5 plus or minus 7 by 4. So 5 plus 7 is 12 by 4, or 5 minus 7 is minus 2 by 4. So this gives me 3 or minus 1 by 2. So from the options, so we are having x is equal to 3, and if we ask about the other answer, then x is equal to minus half will be my answer. Next, 5x square minus kx plus 11 is equal to 0 has a root at x is equal to 3. So if x is equal to 3 is a root, that means the quadratic equation should satisfy f of 3. That means what I can do, so 5 into 3 square minus k into 3 plus 11 is equal to 0. So 3 square is 9, 9 5s are 45 minus 3k plus 11 is equal to 0. 45 plus 11 is, so 45 plus 11 is 56. Now when you transpose this minus 3k, it becomes plus 3k. 3k is equal to 56. K is equal to 56 by 3. Hence the answer is 56 by 3. Next, moving on to question number 10. The sum of roots of the equation. So sum of roots formula, it is nothing but minus x coefficient by x square coefficient, which is nothing but alpha plus beta is equal to minus of minus 7 by 3, which is equal to 7 by 3. Hence the answer is 7 by 3. Next, question number 11. The positive root of square root of 3x square plus 6 is equal to 9 is. So when you want to remove that square root, what you are going to do, you need to apply squaring on both sides. So 3x square plus 6 is equal to 9 square becomes 81. Now from this, so 3x square is equal to 81 minus 6. So what is the value of 81 minus 6? It is nothing but 75. So from this, x square is equal to 25. So from this, x is equal to plus or minus 2. Now what is he asking? So he is asking about positive square root. Sorry, it is not 2, it is plus or minus 5, right? So based on this, he is asking only positive root, hence we need to take only the positive value, right? Next, the value of p for which 4x square minus 2px plus 7 is equal to 0 has a real root. So real root means, so whenever you want to talk about the nature of the root, simply make use of discriminant. So since he is talking about real root, so real root means delta can be greater than or equal to 0. Delta can be greater than or equal to 0. So based on this, what we can say, so b square minus 4ac should be greater than or equal to 0. Now when I substitute the values, minus 2p whole square minus 4 into 7 should be greater than or equal to 0. This becomes 4p square minus, so here also I am having 4 into, so 4 7s are 28 greater than or equal to 0. Now in both the terms I am having 4 as common, so that I can divide with 4. Then what I am going to have, p square minus 28 is greater than or equal to 0. So p square minus 28 is greater than or equal to 0. So based on that, what I can say, so p square is greater than 28. So p square is greater than or equal to 28. So based on this, so p is greater than 2 root 7. So root 28 can be written as, so p square minus 28 is greater than or equal to 0. So this I can write it as, so in actual process how can you do, so p square minus 28 can be written as p square minus root 28 whole square is greater than or equal to 0. So whenever you are having greater than or equal to 0, so this I can write as p square minus root 28 in, sorry, not p square, it is p minus root 28 into p plus root 28 greater than or equal to 0. So from this I can write as p is less than minus root 28 or p is greater than root 28, sorry, less than or equal to greater than or equal to. So from this I can write as p less than or equal to minus 2 root 7 or p greater than or equal to 2 root 7. So based on this, so this option is given. So here equal to also should be there because he is talking about real root. Okay, so it can be equal or it can be distinct. So there are two possibilities. So you can consider as p greater than or equal to 2 root 7. So if this option is given, so you can consider this option also, right? Next, moving on to question number 13. The roots of this equation are, so how can you say the nature of these roots? So simply by finding out the value of discriminant. Delta is equal to b square means minus 1 whole square minus 4 into a value is 5, c value is 1. So this is nothing but minus 1 whole square is 1, minus 4 5 is 20. So clearly you can see that it is less than 0. So when it is less than 0, then the roots are imaginary. Next, which of the following quadratic equation has real and equal roots? So real and equal roots means delta should be equal to 0. That means b square minus 4ac should be equal to 0, or you can say simply b square is equal to 4 times of ac. Now verify the options. So b square is 16 for the first one, and for 4 ac value, so 4 into 1 into 4. So clearly first option is satisfying the given condition, so clearly option 1 will be my answer, right? Next, moving on to question number 15. The standard form of a quadratic equation is, so already we have discussed about this in the previous questions. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 and a is not equal to 0. This condition is must. Okay, if you don't have this condition, then you cannot consider it as standard form of the equation. Next, the roots of the quadratic equation, root 5x minus 3 into root 5x minus 3. So what we can say, root 5 minus x3, so root 5x minus 3 is equal to 0. So from this, x is equal to 3 by root 5, then 3 by root 5 comma 3 by root 5. So option A will be my answer. Next, the roots of the quadratic equation. So what we can say, either 7x minus 1 is equal to 0 or 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. So from this, x is equal to 1 by 7, or from this, x is equal to minus 3 by 2. So 1 by 7 comma minus 3 by 2 is my answer. Next, which of the following is a quadratic equation? Right, so this is one of the standard type of questions. So here if you open this up, you are going to get x square plus 2x plus 1. On the right hand side, you are going to have 3x plus 7. So clearly if you observe, you are having only one x square term, and this x term will come, and this constant. So a quadratic equation depends on the degree, right? So if you are having x square term, then we can say that it is a quadratic equation. Clearly option A will be my answer. So why not the remaining? So that is the question. If you observe this, here x into x, so x into x gives me x square. Here also x into x gives me x square. So when you do transpositions, then that x square which is on right hand side will be changed as minus x square and gets cancelled. So because of that, it becomes a linear equation. So that's why option B and option C will not come. Okay, on expanding and looking at it, so you can clearly understand. And option D, clearly it is a cubic equation, hence you cannot say that it is a quadratic equation. Next, moving on to question number 19. The roots of the quadratic equation, 9 by x square minus 27 is equal to 25 by x square minus 11. Now since if you observe, this is a fraction form and this is a fraction, and you are having equality sign, then you can directly do cross multiplication. What I am going to get, 9 into x square minus 11 is equal to 25 into x square minus 27. Now on simplification, how can I write it as 9 into x square is 9x square minus 99 is equal to, this is 25x square minus 25 into 27. So already we know 25 is 625. Next, so 25 27 means, and 2 more 25s will be added. So 2 more 25s means 2 25s are 50. That means we need to add 50 to this. Clearly I can get 675. Now based on this, what I am going to get, so when I subtract this, so this becomes 25 minus 9 is 16x square, and this particular minus 675, if I transpose to left hand side, then what I am going to get, so this is 675, so minus 675 will become plus 675, so I need to subtract 99. Then what I am going to get, I am going to get 576, right? I am going to get 576, so this will become 576. So what is 576? So 576 is nothing but 24 into 24. So 576 is nothing but 24 square, which is equal to 16 into x square. So in 4 table, so this goes 4 times. In 4 table, this goes 6 times. So 4 6 is 24. Again in 4 table, so this goes 6 times. So based on this, x can be written as plus or minus 6. hence the answer is plus or minus 6. So while doing calculation, so you should be clear and you should make it very simple. Okay, next, the roots of a quadratic equation 3x plus 4 whole square minus 49 is equal to 0. Now what I can do, so I can write, so I can expand this. 3x plus 4 whole square can be written as 9x square plus 3 4s are 12, 12 2s are 24x plus 16 minus 49 is equal to 0. Now based on this, 9x square plus 24x minus, so 49 minus 10, 39, 39 minus 6 is 33 is equal to 0. So based on this, what we can say, all are having 3 multiples, so I can write as 3x square, this is 8x minus 11 is equal to 0. So based on this, using the concept of sum of roots and product of roots, you can get it. Sum of roots is minus 8 by 3, product of roots is minus 11 by 3, minus 8 by 3, minus 11 by 3. So from the options, so which are satisfying, product of roots as minus 11 by 3, so this is not getting minus 11 by 3, this is not getting minus 11 by 3. So here it is plus 11 by 9, it is also not satisfying, so only option is this. Now let us see sum of roots also. So 1 minus 11 by 3, so 3 1s are 3, minus 11 minus 8 by 3, so sum of roots is also satisfied, hence option A will be my answer. Next, sum of a number and its reciprocal is 5 by 2. So already we have one such problem. So x plus 1 by x is equal to 5 by 2. So how can you write 5 by 2 as it is nothing but 2 and a half. So 2 and a half means I can write as 2 plus 1 by 2. So from this clearly what I can say, x is equal to 2 or 1 by 2, because so whenever you are having reciprocal concept, so a plus b can be written as b plus a, so that is nothing but 2 or 1 by 2. Next, moving on to question number 22. So x minus 1 by 3 whole square is equal to 9. So you need to find out the roots. Now how can I write it as, so x minus 1 by 3 is equal to, so instead of doing expansion we can simply do like this. So x minus 1 by 3 whole square is equal to 9. So that square, when I transpose, it becomes x minus 1 by 3 is equal to plus or minus 3. That is nothing plus or minus root 9, which is nothing plus or minus 3. Now from this what I can say, if I take plus 3, so then I can write as x is equal to 3 plus 1 by 3, or x is equal to minus 3 plus 1 by 3. Now 3 3s are 9 plus 1 is 10 by 3. 3 into minus 3 is minus 9. Minus 9 plus 1 is minus 8 by 3. So there are two roots that are possible. So 10 by 3 comma minus 8 by 3. Option C will be my answer. Right. Next, the product of roots of the given quadratic equation. So product of roots is nothing but constant term by x square coefficient. So what is x square coefficient here? 3. So hence the answer is 11 by 3. So option D is my answer. Next, quadratic equation whose roots are minus 2, minus 3. Minus 2 and minus 3. So how can I write it as? So x square minus of alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. Right. So this I can write as minus 2 minus 3. Minus 2 into minus 3 is equal to 0. Now from this what I can say, this is minus 5. Minus 5 into minus is plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. So answer is x square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. Next, the equation, if the equation x square minus kx plus 1 is equal to 0 has equal roots. So whenever you say equal roots, so what we can say, delta is equal to 0, which is nothing but we can simply say b square is equal to 4ac. So what is b square? So b square is nothing but minus k whole square is equal to 4 times of 1 times of 1. So this gives me k square is equal to 4. From this k is equal to plus or minus 2. So you can consider plus or minus 2. Right. So here only plus 2 is given, hence answer is k is equal to 2. Next, x minus 3 into x plus 3 is equal to 16. Next question is x minus 3 into x plus 3 is equal to 16. So how can you do it, Nana? So x square minus 9, because this can be written as a plus b into a minus b. So a square minus b square, which is equal to 16. When you transpose minus 9, it becomes x square is equal to 25. From this x is equal to plus or minus 5. Hence answer is plus or minus 5. Next, question number 27. if the sum of the roots of the quadratic equation is equal to product of the roots. So already we know that the sum of roots is given by minus b by a, which is equal to c by a. So denominator a gets cancelled. So from this what I can say, minus of x coefficient is equal to constant. So this shortcut you can remember. So what is my x coefficient here? That I can write as minus of 2k plus 1 is equal to, what is constant? Minus of k plus 5. So on both sides I can cancel out minus. So bringing the like terms, so 2k minus k is equal to 5 minus 1. So 2k minus k is k is equal to 4. Hence the answer is k is equal to 4. Next, quadratic equation whose one root is 2 minus root 3. So already we know that, so whenever one root is 2 minus root 3, then obviously the other root will be its conjugate. Okay, because whenever you are having irrational roots, so irrational roots always exist in pairs, right? So if one root is 2 minus root 3, automatically the other root will be 2 plus root 3. So based on this, we can write the quadratic equation as x square minus of 2 minus root 3 plus 2 plus root 3 into x plus 2 minus root 3 into 2 plus root 3 is equal to 0. On simplification, minus root 3 plus root 3 gets cancelled. So this I can write as x square minus 4x. Here a plus b into a minus b, or a minus b into a plus b, I can write it as a square minus b square, which is nothing but 2 square minus root 3 whole square is 3, which gives me 1 is equal to 0. Hence the answer is x square minus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0. So form a quadratic equation whose roots are k and 1 by k. So already we know the formula, x square minus of alpha plus beta, that is k plus 1 by k into x plus k into 1 by k is equal to 0. Now based on this, how can I write it as x square minus of k plus 1 by k into x plus, so here k, 1 is in numerator and 1 is in denominator, we can cancel them. Then I am going to get the option D as my answer. Next, moving on to question number 30, the roots of the quadratic equation. Now if you observe, you can clearly see that this is an equation. Then after doing cross multiplication, we can write as x square is equal to p square. From this, x is equal to plus or minus p. Hence option A will be my answer. Next, the roots of a quadratic equation. So this is nothing but a formula. What is the formula of finding out the roots of a quadratic equation? Minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Hence option D will be my answer. So such type of theoretical questions also will be asked, right? The product of roots of the quadratic equation, root 2x square minus 3x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. So what is product of roots formula? So product of roots formula is nothing but constant by x square coefficient, which is nothing but 5 root 2 by root 2. So root 2 gets cancelled, hence the answer will be 5. Next, in the above problem, sum of roots is, so sum of roots is nothing but minus x coefficient by x square coefficient. Now based on this, what is x coefficient? X coefficient is minus 3 divided by x square coefficient is root 2. What is the answer then? So it is 3 by root 2. Hence option A will be my answer here. Next, moving on to question number 34, the sum of roots of the quadratic equation. So sum of roots, so sum of roots is nothing but minus b by a, which is nothing but minus of 4 into root 3 by a is 5. Hence the answer is minus 4 root 3 by 5. So minus 4 by 5 root 3. Product of roots in the above equation. So if you want product of roots, it is nothing but c by a. So c by a is nothing but minus 11 by 5. Hence option C is my answer. Next, the quadratic equation whose roots are minus 3 comma minus 4. So writing down the formula, x square minus of minus 3 minus 4 into x plus minus 3 into minus 4 is equal to 0. Then what I am going to have, x square minus 3 minus 4 is minus 7, minus into minus is plus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0. Hence the answer is x square plus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0. Next, if one of the roots of the quadratic equation is 7 minus root 3. If one root is 7 minus root 3, then obviously the other root will be 7 plus root 3. So based on this, the quadratic equation is given by x square minus of 7 plus root 3, 7 minus root 3 plus 7 plus root 3 into x plus 7 minus root 3 into 7 plus root 3 is equal to 0. On simplification, so minus root 3 plus root 3 gets cancelled. This can be written as x square minus 14x plus here 7 square is 49 minus root 3 whole square is 3 is equal to 0. This I can write as x square minus 14x plus 46 is equal to 0. X square minus 14x plus 46 is equal to 0. Hence option D will be my answer. Next, moving on to question number 38, the nature of the roots. So how to say the nature of the roots? Simply find out the discriminant. Delta is equal to b square is 5 square minus 4 into 1. So 5 square is 25 minus 16. Clearly it is greater than 0. Hence the roots are real and distinct. Next, the nature of the roots of the quadratic equation. So again finding out the delta value, b square. So b square is 1 whole square minus 4 into 3 into 8. So clearly here it is 1 minus 4 3 is 12, 12 8 96. It is less than 0. Hence the roots are imaginary. Next one, so the same thing, delta is equal to minus 12 whole square minus 4 into 9. So 12 square 144 minus, so 4 16 16 9s, so 16 9s are 144. So 144 minus 144 is 0. Since the discriminant is 0, hence the roots are real and equal. Okay. Next, the roots of this quadratic equation. What we can say? Either this is equal to 0 or this is equal to 0. So from that, what we can say? Root 2 plus x. So root 2x plus 3 is equal to 0, or 5x minus root 3 is equal to 0. So from this, what I can say? X is equal to minus 3 by root 2, or from this x is equal to root 3 by 5. So minus 3 by root 2 or root 3 by 5. So option D will be my answer here. Next, moving on to question number 42, the roots of the quadratic equation. So here also you can clearly see that there are two fractions in an equation. Directly you can do cross multiplication. What I am going to have? So I am doing cross multiplication. 2 times of x square minus 8 is equal to 1 times of x square plus 20. Now from this I can write as x square minus 16, and this whole thing when I transpose to left hand side, this becomes minus x square minus 20 is equal to 0. From this, what I can write? So 2x square minus x square is x square, minus 16 minus 20 is minus 36 is equal to 0. So from this, x square is equal to 36, x is equal to plus or minus 6. Hence the answer is plus or minus 6. Next, 43, find out the discriminant. So discriminant is nothing but b square minus 4ac, which is equal to, so what is b here? So b is minus 3 whole square minus 4 into a is 5, c is minus 2. So minus 3 whole square is 9 plus 5 2s are 10, 10 4s are 40. So 40 plus 9 is 49. Next, if b square minus 4ac is less than 0, then the roots are imaginary. If b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, then the roots are real and equal. If b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, then roots are real and distinct. Right? Next, moving on to question number 47. If the roots of a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 are real and equal. So real and equal means, so b square is equal to 4ac. So hence the answer is b square is equal to 4ac. Next, the roots of this particular equation are, so simply find out b square minus 4ac. So what is b square? So b square is 20 whole square. So minus 20 whole square minus 4 into a is 4, c is 25. Right? So 20 whole square is 400 minus 25 4s are 100, 100 4s are 400. So clearly the discriminant is 0. Hence we can say that the roots are real and equal. Next, coming to 49. Here also, if you want to discuss the nature of the roots, find out the discriminant. So discriminant is 6 square minus 4 into 3 into minus 2. 6 square is 36. Here minus into minus gives me plus 4 3 is 12, 12 2s are 24. So clearly it is greater than 0, hence the roots are real and distinct. Next, coming to question number 50. So I can write it as 3 square minus 4 into 7 into 8. Clearly 3 square is 9 minus, so this is greater than 9, hence the overall value is less than 0. So what we can say, the roots are not real. The roots are not real or non-real or imaginary. So based on the question we need to decide. Next, sum of the roots of this particular equation. What is sum of roots formula? So sum of roots is given by minus b by a. Hence from the options, so we don't have minus b by a, hence none will be my answer. Next, product of roots is given by c by a. Right. Next, moving on to question number 53. 3x square plus minus kx plus 8 is equal to 0 has real roots. So what is the meaning of real roots? Delta should be greater than or equal to 0. So from this, b square, so b square means minus k whole square minus 4 into a is 3, c is 8, so greater than or equal to 0. From this I can write as k square minus 4 3s are 12, 12 8s are 96, greater than or equal to 0. Right. So now 96, so 96 I can write as 16 6s 96. Right. So based on that I can write this as k plus root 96 into k minus root 96 greater than or equal to 0. So whenever you are having two factors and it is greater than or equal to 0, then I can write it as k less than or equal to minus root 96 or k greater than or equal to square root of 96. Okay, so based on this what we can say, so here we don't have any negative terms, so this particular condition we are not considering, so we are taking this condition. So k greater than or equal to root 96. So root 96 means, so 16 6s, so option B will be my answer with the greater than or equal to. Right. Next, question number 54. 4x square plus kx minus 2 has no real roots. No real roots means delta is less than 0. So based on this, so k whole square minus 4 into a value is 4, c value is minus 2, less than 0. So what I am going to get, k square minus into minus is plus. So 4 4 16, 16 2 is 32, less than 0. Now k square plus 32 less than 0. K square plus 32 less than 0. So is it possible? So is it possible to get k square plus 32 less than 0? Already 32 is positive and k square means it is always positive. So when you add two positive quantities, it will never be less than 0. Hence my answer will be none. So there won't be any such possibility, right? Because k square is positive and 32 is also positive. So sum of two positive quantities can never be negative. Okay, so that's why option is none. Next, quadratic equation whose roots are 2, 3. Already we know how to write quadratic equation when two roots are given. X square minus of alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. From this I can write it as alpha plus beta is 2 plus 3, so 2 plus 3 I can write as 5x plus 2 into 3 is 6. So x square minus 5x plus 6 is my answer. Next, the quadratic equation whose roots are minus 2, minus 3. This I can write as x square minus of minus 2 minus 3 is minus 5 into x plus minus 2 into minus 3 is plus 6 is equal to 0. So from this I can write as x square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0 as my answer. So from the options, x square plus 5x plus 6 is my answer. Next, k square minus 8k plus 16 is equal to 0 has equal roots. So equal roots means simply you can say discriminant is equal to 0, or simply you can apply this condition, b square is equal to 4ac. So from this what I can say, minus 8 whole square has equal roots, then k is equal to is asking. So here since it is in terms of k, that means we are going to find out the roots of this particular equation. So here there is no unknown, Okay, here the variable is k. So don't go with the b square is equal to 4ac concept. Simply see that so to find the equal roots we are going to obtain the equal roots. So here the value of k is nothing but the roots. So for that, what is the formula? K is equal to minus b, that means minus of minus 8 plus or minus square root of minus 8 whole square minus 4 into 1 into 16 by 2a. So that is nothing but 2 into 1, which gives me 8 plus or minus square root of minus 8 whole square is 64, 16 4s are 64 by 2a. So 8 by 2 is nothing but 4. So hence the value of k is equal to 4. So k value is 4, but in the options there is no 4, hence option D will be my answer. Okay, next moving on to question number 58. So x by x minus y minus y by x plus y is equal to, now when denominators are different we cannot add or subtract. Then what I should do? I need to take the LCM. So what is the LCM? So LCM is x minus y into x plus y. Then if denominator LCM is nothing but product of the denominators, then directly we can do cross multiplication. What I am going to get then? X into x plus y minus y into x minus y. Now simplify this. So x into x is x square plus x into y is xy minus y into x is yx minus y into minus y is plus y square, divided by, in the denominator x minus y into x plus y can be written as x square minus y square. So based on this, these two gets cancelled. I can write as x square plus y square by x square minus y square. X square plus y square by x square minus y square is my answer. Next, what about question number 59? So again write 59 as, so if you observe these carefully, so 2a square plus a minus 1. Now denominator you are having a plus 1, here the denominator is containing 3a plus 2, here the denominator is containing a plus 2. Now the numerators you need to factorize, because it is in the form of a quadratic polynomial, so you can factorize into two linear polynomials. So 2a square plus a minus 1. So how can you write 2a square plus a minus 1? If you observe the denominator is a plus 1, the denominator is a plus 1, so we need to divide 2a square plus a minus 1 with a plus 1. Then what I am going to get? So a plus 1, so a need to become 2a square, then we need to multiply with 2a, so this becomes 2a square plus 1 into 2a is 2a, and after that you need to do subtraction, so you need to change the signs. Then what I am going to have? Minus a minus 1. So if you want to change it as plus a, then I need to multiply with minus 1. Then this becomes minus a minus 1, remainder will be 0. That means this numerator 2a square plus a minus 1 can be written as a plus 1 into 2a minus 1. So this numerator I can write it as a plus 1 into 2a minus 1. Already in the denominator we are having a plus 1, that a plus 1 gets cancelled. Then this whole term I can write it as 2a minus 1. Next, coming to this particular term, so how can I write it as 3a plus 2? With 3a plus 2 you divide 3a square plus 5a plus 2. Then what I am going to get? So 3a need to become 3a square, then I need to multiply with a, then this becomes 3a square plus 2 into a is 2a. Next, when I do subtraction, the signs will change, these two will get cancelled. 5a minus 2a is 3a plus 2, so that means it goes one time, so directly I am going to get 3a plus 2, the remainder will be 0. Now this numerator term I can write it as 3a plus 2 into a plus 1. Already in the denominator we are having 3a plus 2, that 3a plus 2 gets cancelled, and finally I will be left with a plus 1. That means on simplifying this whole thing I am going to get a plus 1. The same way this one we can write it as simple. So 4 I can write as 2 square minus a square. So 2 square minus a square I can write as 2 plus a into 2 minus a. So the 2 plus a and this denominator 2 plus a gets cancelled, and you will be left with 2 minus a. Now if you observe this, 2a plus a is 3a, 3a minus a is 2a. Next, minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled and we will be left with 2. Hence the answer is 2a plus 2. So this 2a plus 2 I can write as 2 times of a plus 1. Hence option C will be my answer. Right? Next, question number 60. So these all are nothing but simplification problems. So if you observe question number 60, here 9 minus a square I can write as 9 I can write as 3 square minus a square. That is nothing but 3 plus a into 3 minus a. 3 plus a into 3 minus a. Now if you observe all the things, this denominator I can write it as 3 plus a, in the numerator 1. Here if I take minus as common, then I can write it as minus 1 by 3 minus a, because a minus 3 I can change as 3 minus a by taking this as minus. Next, plus 6 by the denominator 9 minus a square can be written as 3 minus a into 3 plus a. Now clearly you can observe that 3 minus a into 3 plus a is my LCM, right? Here already I am having 3 plus a, that means 3 minus a is missing. That 3 minus a I need to multiply through the numerator, followed by the symbol minus. Next, here I am having 3 minus a, so other than 3 minus a, what is the factor we have? 3 plus a. That means we are going to multiply with the 3 plus a in the numerator. Next, plus, here the whole thing is present in the denominator, so directly I can write as 6. Now on simplification, so this is 3 minus a. When you multiply minus 1 into 3 plus a, this I can write as minus 3 minus a plus 6 divided by 3 minus a into 3 plus a. Now here minus 3 plus 3 gets cancelled. Okay, so here minus 2a, so minus a is minus 2a. Here it is 6, so numerator becomes 6 minus 2a by 3 minus a into 3 plus a. In the numerator, if I take 2 as common, then this I can write as 3 minus a by 3 minus a into 3 plus a. So this 3 minus a I can cancel it out, then the answer would be 2 by 3 plus a, or 2 by a plus 3. Right, next moving on to question number 61. If you observe, you can directly take the LCM in the numerator. What is the numerator? 1 plus x is the new LCM, then I can write as 1 plus x minus 1 whole divided by 1 plus x. If you observe the denominators of both the fractions, both are same, we can cancel it out. Then I am finally going to have 1 plus x minus 1 by 1. Here minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled. The answer is x. Hence the answer is x. Next, moving on to question number 62. X plus 1 by x whole square minus y plus 1 by y whole square minus xy minus 1 by xy into x by y minus y by x. Now how do you simplify this? So how can you simplify? So just expand it. So what I am going to get? If I expand this, what I am going to get? X square plus 1 by x square plus 2 into x into 1 by x. The same way, minus of, here also y square plus 1 by y square plus 2 into y into 1 by y minus. So here if you do multiplication, so what I am going to get? Minus of xy into x by y. So y gets cancelled, so this becomes x square. Xy into minus y by x, xx gets cancelled, so this becomes minus y square. So with the first term we have completed multiplication. Next with the second term, so minus x by y, so minus 1 by xy into x by y. So this I can write as minus 1 by y square. Next, minus into minus is plus, so y gets cancelled, I can write as 1 by x square. Now on simplification, so this I can write as x square plus 1 by x square plus 2 minus y square minus 1 by y square minus 2, and with this minus when I multiply, this becomes minus x square plus y square plus 1 by y square minus 1 by x square. Now plus x square minus x square plus 1 by x square minus 1 by x square minus y square plus y square minus 1 by y square plus 1 by y square gets cancelled. Next 2 minus 2 also gets cancelled. All the terms got cancelled, hence the answer is 0. Right? Next, otherwise you can do it the other way. A square minus b square can be written as a plus b into a minus b. So based on that also we can do it. Right? Next, moving on to question number 63. What is sum of roots? Here the coefficients have changed. So what is sum of roots formula? Minus x coefficient by x square coefficient. That is nothing but minus a by b. So sometimes likewise he will change the coefficients. So be careful to remember the formula. Right? Next, x minus alpha into x minus beta is equal to 0. Then what I can say? X square minus of alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. So from this, which option? Option B will be my answer. Next, sum of the roots of the given quadratic equation. What is sum of roots formula? So first of all, write this in order now. So this I can write as 3x square minus 7x minus 1 is equal to 0. So based on this, sum of roots is given by minus b by a, which is nothing but minus of minus 7 by 3, which gives me 7 by 3. Next, product of roots. So first of all, write it in the standard form. So x square minus 1 is equal to 0, or sometimes you can write it as x square plus 0x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now what is product of roots formula? So product of roots is c by a, which is nothing but minus 1 by 1, which is equal to minus 1. Right? So these are the questions. So what we have discussed in the video. So in the next video we are going to discuss some more important problems of quadratic equations. Right? So stay connected to the channel. So please press the bell icon to get the instant notifications of my videos, and thank you for watching the video.